Hey guys, today we are going to be making a new series. This will be a Let's Build a City series. Now, notice this is an old city I have built since I was a little child. So, ever since like Minecraft version 0.5 or 0.4.1 came out, when I first got Minecraft is when I started this city. So, there are a lot of things. Some things are inspirations of other ideas, such as the George Washington Bridge recreation, kind of, or even some individual builds, such as skyscrapers that I've made. So, today, for the first episode, I'm going to be making a tour of the city in which I will explain most of the builds I have built on the city. And we may get started with discussing what we will build on the next episode. Alright, so let's start. Now, I think it would be fair if I upload this series maybe once a week, I guess. Since this series would take a while just to build everything and edit it. So I think uploading once a week is pretty good. If you guys would like for me to upload more than once a week, please tell me, because I will do it. So yeah, just take that into account. Alright, so here, as you see, I have a very precise little monorail system. There's some nice little mini tree houses with nothing in them. But let me start on the more suburban side of the city. So you can see this is the monorail that takes you to the more vibrant side, like with all the skyscrapers and stuff. Here's just a random build I started. Sneaker. Here is a nice little 2-story modern house that I created. It's not that big, but it's also not that small. If you go inside, you can see pretty basic. Got like a nice little room here, chill. This is more like a party house, if anything. And here's just a nice other empty room. We move upstairs, more spacious space. And here we also have a nice little balcony we can work with. And we have a ton of other things here too. Now, this is the role you guys play in the city. You guys can tell me what I should build in the city. And if you have any good inspirations or designs, please send them or add them to the comments section. Here is another modern house I made, but this one is way bigger. This was the mayor's estate. You can see has the map of kind of parts of the city linked up, but it's not perfect. Some parts are pixel perfect. Say that. And I did install a mod in which, in this map, you can use chairs and stuff, which I think is pretty cool. If you guys don't like mods, please tell me and I will uninstall it so we can just work with vanilla Minecraft. Now, in my builds, the mods aren't necessary. They were only decoration to show off what this house could do. Alright? So, I will not encourage usage of mods, and I will not use them as much. Or not even at all. Now we got a nice little pool back here. I also had a Lamborghini here, but replaced it with regular cars. And here I planted a couple trees just for a bit of a more aesthetic look. Here's a nice little walkway to some of the other houses. Over here in the far distance is just like a little Halloween decorated park, which I guess we could update for Christmas maybe on the next episode. Here is a monorail in which, yes, I guess I could add on to a little bit more. Here is the recreation of the original Team 10 house. Now, this is an exact one-to-one recreation, not necessarily exactly meter by meter, but this is an exact recreation. We have the fence, we have the nice little garage, the planks, and the door automatically opens as well. Here's the back of the garage. We got doors to outside with the small Team 10 pool. We got stairs. If we go upstairs, I kind of made this a little bit more different, but it's still really cool. We got some nice little windows here in the back. And on the front, usually these windows would extend to open up to the balcony, but they don't because this is Minecraft, not real life. So, yeah. But I can figure out how to code that. So, let's do this. Now, here are just a couple of empty suburban houses, like this one, really basic. Here is pretty much a different design for the other house I just showed you over there. It's pretty much the same thing, but in a kind of more blockish aspect. Here is a nice simple house with a pool and a car and a really big tree. Here are some more houses, and a lot of the houses here are quite the same. So I'm just going to skip over to some of the bigger parts. This is a store. This is a mechanic shop right here that I built. Top Gear mechanic shop. There's also a dealer inside with cars. So this car costs $4,000. This car costs $7,000. This car costs $5,000. The Hummer costs a surprising $30,000. And here we go to some better cars. $20,000, $15,000. These are the more expensive cars. And in the back, we obviously have some more cars, since there's a mechanic as well. And yes, I will fix these builds if you guys think they aren't quite the best. Here, I gated off a nice little start to a park, which is massive. It could be literally a whole giant park. Now, these roads literally took me a really long time to place. Here's the park. We could add like another store around here. Now, around here is where the roads got a little easy because this is where Minecraft updated with commands. So I literally could just copy and paste roads. It was like a miracle. Made road building a lot easier. Here's that house we just passed again. And yeah, this area pretty much has some houses. I'm going to show you the cargo depot over at the front. And of course, I should show you the fire station. Well, it's a small fire station. Nice little fire truck. Those sort of things. This is really just the little for aesthetics. Now, this is a nice little small stadium I built. Not the biggest thing, but not the smallest as well. This was one of the more recent builds, as you can tell from the blocks. This is the let's call it the Pet Emporium, since it's a pet store. We have even like a little pet club back here that people can join. Over here's the store with all the products. We got empty shelves because obviously there isn't a lot of stock in Minecraft. And here we have the Pets R Us Pet Salon. So this is kind of like the waiting area for the pet salon. You can kind of see where the pets will go outside later. And here is where the staff goes in. Now I left a button because obviously people are probably gonna want to see this. But you do require other things to go in and out. So here is where the pets stay. Nice little open room. There will be more things added in the future. I made like a closed circuit right here. So the pets won't be able to escape, but people can go. Kind of like a little mini pet door. And here is the artificial biodome, dome, where the pets can stay and they work out and stuff. And out here, I was thinking making like a small expansion for running. Now this is like a kind of nice little waiting area for them and that. All right. I pretty much showed you all of the major builds within this area. So if you excuse me, let me grab a button. Should be right around here. Perfect. Wow, I hate it when the door just closes on you. Like that. Alright, I glitched through, which is kind of nice. Alright, and let's go. As you saw later, there are multiple people on the city. And now let me do the second half of the tour, which is where the skyscrapers are at. Now this is going to go pretty quickly because I'm just going to take the monorail and give you a full display. But before I go, here is the George Washington Bridge. Now it pretty much looks just like this all the way across with a small little highway here with a small store. Here's the cargo port I was talking about. Not that big, but it has some little cargos. And here's the bridge. It just stretches out like the George Washington Bridge, pretty much. An exact 1-to-1 recreation in scale. So now I'm going to go and take the monorail so I can show you the rest of the city. But I won't dilly-dally too much. Alright, so let me grab a minecart. Nice little minecart. And let's go from here. I guess it's a perfect place to start. Alright, we're kind of going a little bit faster now. Villager, get out of the way. Good. Alright, now we're moving. As you can see, this bridge is kind of simple. It didn't take me that long to build. But it was a pretty creative design when it came to the little spirals coming here. Really do like it. It looks like a lot of those modern bridges many other Minecraft builders build. And we're about to go to the other side of the city where we can do the rest of it. Or show you guys the rest of the city so you guys can give me even more suggestions to build on this nice little weekly series. And if you don't like this series, just write down what you think a better series would be in the comments section and let me know. Alright, so here we are arriving at the first stop, which I'm sorry I forgot the names of these stops because they are named after a lot of New York cities. So this I'm going to call the New York stop. Yes, I have an elytra on. Here it's pretty much a lot of repeat builds. Here's a gasoline station, some nice little work offices right next to the bridge, apartments, all this stuff, a nice little park that I'm gonna build a fountain there, garage, those type of things. Alright, now moving on to the rest of the city, which is mainly a lot of skyscrapers, except for Tokyo Town right there, which is just Tokyo related buildings. Here's one of the skyscrapers I built. Nice little Deadpool right here. Here's a couple other skyscrapers and a couple more. These are apartment buildings. This is a small skyscraper I built in the beginning. Not that big, but also not that small. And here we're arriving at the next stop, which I believe is, yeah, this is a transfer. It takes you two ways. Now, this will either loop you around to the left side, depending which track you're going, which will take you all the way around through New Tokyo, or Neo Tokyo, I guess we could call it. Or it will take you around through the right side, which I will show you later. As you can see, this is the back of Neo Tokyo. Haven't really built that much there. Here's a nice little recreation of the Arc de Triomphe. And here's another building. And as you can see, it's just kind of showing you the rest of the buildings. Here is another pretty basic skyscraper that's just a couple blocks, but it's still pretty massive. Now, these buildings aren't decorated, so I will decorate them if you guys want to. As well as this skyscraper, which is going to be a taxi terminal. Nice little McDonald's. This was fully decorated because McDonald's. It's easy. Nice little Atomic Park. Some more warehouses around here. Here's another skyscraper. I like how this one's just like looking like it's a block about to fall. Here's a church. A nice little park with a bridge. Here's some more little skyscrapers. And here's where the town hall is gonna be. Really big area. And yes, there are a lot of skyscrapers in this megapolis. Oh, and I like this one's design. It took me a while to get it done. Like the little snake curving design. That one was pretty basic. And now we end up at the final stop. So now this is Little Italy. It literally has a couple of Italian buildings. Sorry for the lag. Here are a couple ships on a dock. Not that many big ones, but there still are some. Here's a kind of bigger dock. I'm planning to build a cruise ship here one day. Maybe at a terminal, like replacing these trees. Where the town hall is supposed to be. Alright, let's just keep following the road back. I honestly get lost in my own city sometimes. It's kind of funny. Alright, let's keep going. Right around here. Until we get back to the split. Or actually, we passed the split. So, here are some more empty little lots. No, here's the split. See, I don't even know what I'm doing. Now, the split ends here, because this is where the city will expand one day. With a really big ocean that was hand dug. Yes, I dug an ocean when I was a child. I know, crazy. Now, yet again, this is all the way from back when Minecraft was in 0.4. So don't be like, oh, how did you build this all in a year? It really didn't take me a year. It took me multiple years. It took me a lot of time. Like, I remember doing the little schematics of this on PS3. Then I installed Pocket Edition and I built it here. It was one of the greatest things I ever did. Alright, so let me just go back to the treehouse. And I guess this is where we'll end the video. If you would like to see more of this series, please tell me what I should build next. And please like and subscribe. Thank you and have an awesome day.